You're not going to want to miss seeing these 5 mistakes that landlords make when renting out apartments. In this quick guide for California landlords and renters, we are going to cover some of the most common mistakes being made. The laws have continued to change, and many landlords aren't aware of these 5 important updates. In the state of California right now, a landlord can't keep an application fee if you're not approved for the unit. As of January 1st, 2025, this legislation went into effect in California, and a landlord can choose their renter 2 different ways. They can go ahead and release their screening requirements and then choose the first applicant that meets those screening requirements. In that case, they do not have to return the application fee to anybody who doesn't meet their screening requirements. And then the second way, the landlord collects applications and ultimately returns the application fee to any applicant they don't choose, whether that applicant was qualified or not. Under California law, a landlord is not able to discriminate against voucher programs like Section 8 as a source of income for a rental unit. So if a renter calls a landlord and asks specifically, do you accept Section 8? And the landlord says no, that landlord's breaking the law. In fact, we heard from a brand new landlord. She had just inherited a property from her mother who passed away, and she was attempting to rent out the unit. So a renter texted her and asked if she took Section 8, and the landlord unfortunately answered no. A day or two later, she realized her mistake and answered yes, she would be open to Section 8, but by then it was too late. She was sent a package from an attorney asking for tens of thousands of dollars because she broke the law as a brand new landlord by saying no to Section 8. A landlord can't say no to emotional support animals and service animals. They can say no to pets, but ESAs, or emotional support animals and service animals, aren't pets. So a landlord, if given the appropriate paperwork for the animal, is not able to say no. And there can be a wide range of animals that fall under emotional support animal. It's also important to note that a landlord cannot charge any additional rent or additional deposit for an ESA or a service animal. Landlords, are you worried about making any of these mistakes? We have a link below so that you can reach out and hire us to rent up your unit. Most landlords in California can't ask for more than 1 month's rent for a security deposit. Now, we did release a video where we explain the exemption that if you own 2 or fewer properties, you can charge up to 2 months rent for security deposit. No longer do we have the 3 months rent for security deposit for furnished properties. But many landlords don't fall under this exemption, and they can only charge 1 month's rent for security. And it doesn't matter what they call it. You can call it a pet deposit, key deposit, any deposit. Whatever the deposit is, the maximum together is 1 month's rent. Another important thing, there is no such thing as a non-refundable deposit in California. And this is a big question that we hear often on our popular YouTube channel, and that is, can a landlord ask for first and last month's rent? No! In the state of California, the minimum amount of advance rent, so we're not talking about just 1 month's rent, we're talking about rent for future months. That minimum is 6 months rent for any tenancy that's 6 months or longer. So a landlord asking for first and last month's rent is against the law, but a landlord could ask for 6 months rent ahead of time. That would be perfectly legal as long as the lease is 6 months or longer. And remember, we can't give tax or legal advice, but for the most honest and up-to-date real estate advice, subscribe to this channel. What other mistakes are you seeing out there? Let us know in the comments below. You're not going to want to miss out on another update, so subscribe to our free weekly email newsletter, and updates like these will be gently delivered to your email inbox every Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Christian Walsh, real estate agent with Wire Associates, and we can't wait to help you.